All right, hello and welcome to the PGG Palace, where pixel graphic games are the focus. I'm your host, Poogie, and we had a Nintendo Direct earlier this month of the February 2022, February 9th to be exact, and it was pretty lit. I a little excited about all the stuff that came out. And got a demo. Square Enix released a demo today for Triangle Strategy. There was a demo already, but what's special about this one is you actually start off in the beginning. For the first 3 chapters, you get to play through, and this save file carries over. Whereas the last one, you got 2 matches in the middle of chapter 5 and chapter 6. But let's so this game, we did the first battle, got an introduction. It was pretty cool. And now let's go into, there's 2 different options. We have a side story and the main story. Let's look at the side story really quick.
Wherever did my fool brother run off to? I explicitly told him I wanted him here when we welcome our guests.
Man, it's such a delight that everything's voice acted. And that the voice acting is done really well.
It seemed Prince Roland shrugged off the king's guard and went on a little excursion, as he's wont to do.
Oh boy, is it chilly.
The boy exists to drive us mad.
He is an embarrassment to our family. No matter. I will see to matters myself.
Your honored guests have arrived, Your Highness.
Ooh, Clara's coming in with the announcement. Your honored guests have arrived.
I see new faces among them. I trust you can tell me more, Claris.
But of course, Your Highness. The imposing-looking woman over there is General Avlora of Esfrost.
Esfrost.
Her prowess in battle is such that some say she is the second coming of Groma Ironfist, hero of the Salt Iron War. If the rumors of her strength are true, she is more likely to emerge victorious than any but the Dawnspear himself.
Ooh.
Over there is Minister Exham Marshall of the Holy State of Hyzant. He is the newest appointee to the Saintly Seven, and has been placed in charge of the military and diplomatic affairs. 'Tis a rise to prominence nigh unheard of for one so young.
Now we got Claris.
General of the Grand Duchy and Hyzant's young hope. I imagine this will not be the last I hear of them. I know this man. Sourcelay End of Hyzant, yes?
Just so, my lord.
Man,
As
look
you
at the
doubtless
light
know, he is
reflecting
the
off
Holy
the
State's
water.
Minister of Salt, a prestigious position, though it is said he feels threatened by Minister Exham of late.
So even the great monolith that is the Holy State is not immune to internal strife. Thank you, Claris. I can see they were not wrong to tap you to lead the consortium.
As the officially appointed bookmaker for the tournament, it would not do for me to be ignorant of the combatants.
Your Highness, Lord Thalos and Lady Erica, brother and sister of the Archduke, have arrived. They will be joining the festivities in Archduke Gustadolf's stead.
Gustadolf.
Word has it that Lord Thalos has been appointed Prime Minister, which would make him the second most influential individual in all of Esfrost.
Archduke Gustadolf is said to prize freedom more than anything. It would seem that includes the freedom to put his own family above all.
With all due respect, Your Highness, the decisions of another nation are their own. Do take care not to say anything that might offend our new allies.
Ooh,
You need
watch your
not
tongue.
remind me, Patriot. I know there is little to be gained from quarreling with Esfrost's ruling family.
If I remember correctly, they're buttholes. They are buttholes.
Honored guests, I am Franny, Crown Prince of Glenbrook. It is an honor to welcome you to our kingdom in my father's stead. I can assure you we have spared no effort in preparing for tomorrow's festivities. Let us ring in this new age of alliance together. Though I imagine some may be too occupied awing us with their prowess in the tourney to enjoy the revelry themselves. Allow me to escort you to Whitehome Castle, where the ceremony will take place, whenever you're ready.
Prince Roland, finally you return.
At ease, Hewitt.
Gotta get our
I
thumbnails
trust all is
for
well in my absence.
screenshots for the thumbnails. At ease, Hewitt. I trust all is well in my absence.
Well enough. Another visit to the Wolfort domain, was it?
Domain.
Indeed, on minor business. My apologies for leaving unannounced.
Apologies indeed. You know full well that I am under strict orders from your father to accompany you on any excursions outside the castle.
Ooh, you got a bodyguard, and it's a she. We could work with
I'm
that.
perfectly capable of taking care of myself. Besides, no one would lose any sleep if something happened to me. Father and Franny least of all. Even Cordelia would get along perfectly fine without her brother.
Well, I would not. Or have you forgotten that you are my one and only sworn liege?
Hewitt. Forgive me, truly. It won't happen again.
I should hope not.
I'm really loving all the sounds, all the music. All the music's memorable. I really love Square Enix music.
So it is true that you plan to fight in the tourney on the morrow, and alongside House Wolfort, no less.
The Octopath 2.5 HD. I'm digging it.
How did you...
His Grace told me, when he commanded me to keep you out of trouble.
So Father knew all along.
Man, I really like this song. Can we no, I don't want to skip. I wanted to turn up the volume.
And so I have decided to fight at your side. You won't be slipping away on my watch this time.
As you wish.
Bum, bum, bum. Excuse me. So that was a cool little side quest. I really liked that. I enjoyed that a lot. I felt like it added a lot to the story. Roland got in trouble there. Let's go into the main quest. Main story. Having routed the bandits, Sarah Noah and his retinue make their way back to Castle Wolfort. Castle Wolfort, Kingdom of Glenbrook.
Welcome back, the both of you.
Thank you.
Were there any troubles while we were out?
Ah, she must be house guard.
None to speak of, aside from Eridor here. But what else is new?
Out with it, Benedict! I heard you were beset by brigands. Is the young lord safe?
Booming Man. What a name. Oh, he's the
Lower your voice. Must you always shout so?
he's definitely the family's guard. The royal family's guard. He's the
Well,
tank.
can't you see that it was that big mouth of yours that invited trouble in the first place?
Guys, if you're watching the replay or just joining us, welcome to the PGG Palace, where pixel graphic gaming is the focus. I'm your host Poogie, and we're playing through the first chapter of this beautiful Square Enix masterpiece called Triangle Story. Oh, I'm mistaken. Sorry, edit. Triangle Strategy.
There is no cause for concern, Eridor. Besides, I'm not a child anymore.
It plays very much like a tactics game.
Mayhap not, my lord. But I've known you since you were knee-high to a... never you mind.
Never you mind. Cool. So in our last episode, we encountered Frederica for the first time. She's a mage, and I guess she's destined to be my betrothed, which is awesome.
And this must be the young lord's bride-to-be.
Oh, there we go. Information on the character.
I am Frederica. It is a pleasure and honor to meet you all.
She gotta give him babies.
And I am Gila, her attendant. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
She's available, just so you know.
Allow me to introduce those in service of House Wolfort. This is Eridor, Master-at-Arms and Commander of our military forces.
Nice, nice.
You'll be the lady of House Wolfort. No harm will befall you as long as I'm around.
Yeah, he's head of security. He's our tank.
And this is Anna, my right hand.
Oh, this is the spy.
If you require anything, just say the word.
I like that. I like that she's Benedict's right hand.
They may not be of my blood, but they are my family just the same. And from this day on, they're your family as well.
I am aware that in all of Glenbrook, House Wolfort is second only to the royal family in power and influence. I will do my best not to disappoint you.
A joyous day this is! The little lord grew up and found himself the perfect bride. Nigh brings a tear to my eye.
His voice certainly does carry.
Sorry,
They're
my
gonna
lady,
hook up.
but you'll have to get used to it.
She's gonna fall in love for your voice. Don't you apologize. Look at you guys all laughing.
My lord, your father awaits you in his chambers.
Yes, sir.
As for me, I must stay and discuss the preparations for tomorrow's festivities with Anna and Eridor.
Lady Frederica, pray come with me. Father is expecting us.
Oh snap! We gotta meet the dad right away. Anna and Eridor have joined your forces. Strikes. Anna's aptitude in battle. Strike enemies from the shadow. Take 2 actions in the same turn. Can conceal herself from enemies. Yeah, she's a spy. Eridor's aptitude in battle. Shield allies with superb defense capabilities. Draw the enemy's attacks. Counterattacks when dealt a physical blow by an adjacent enemy.
As you are well aware, there are 2 events of utmost importance to be conducted before Lord Serenella and his bride are wed.
the ceremony to commemorate the joint mining venture.
Still can't believe I'll be seeing the day when we break ground on a new mine right here in Glenbrook. And with the full support of Esfrost and Hyzant, no less.
You can thank King Regna for that. It was by his most wise and generous proposal that the three nations of Norzelia now strive toward a common goal. Needless to say, delegates from each nation will be joining in the festivities.
From the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, Lord Dragan Esfrost, who is overseeing the technical side of the mining operations. The Holy State of Hyzant will be represented by Minister Lila Viscraft of the Saintly Seven. And our own Lord Simon will serve as Glenbrook's delegate and meet with the two before the ceremony. Yes?
Quite so. After that, it will be House Wolfort's responsibility to see that our honored guests feel welcome. Anna, I would trust you safeguarding both Lord Dragan and Minister Lila.
Consider it done.
Then once that stuffy ceremony is over, we can get to the real highlight of the day, the tourney! Ah, my blood's already rushing, just envisioning the greatest warriors from all the realm clashing swords!
Ooh,
From
do we get
Esfrost,
to
a much
beat
renowned
place
general of
in the
lore.
tourney? I want to fight in the tourney. I feel like we have a good team.
And from Hyzant, Minister Exham Marshall. I have heard much of his prowess as well.
Then, of course, there's our reigning victor, the pride of Glenbrook, Sir Maxwell the Dawnspear. Still, I wish him all the best of luck against their hosts. They'll need it to beat House Wolfort.
On that matter, there are two things I should make clear. Prince Roland has expressed a desire to join the tourney as a member of House Wolfort's contingent.
Why would the boy want to fight with us and not his own arms master?
Apparently, he originally formally requested to do just that, but King Regna would not allow it.
And so he came to the young lord in hopes of finding another way in.
Ooh, that might get us in trouble with the king.
Well, it's more than welcome in my book. The royal family said we're free to put together our own contingent after all.
I like this. Hold on, let's get a screenshot of that. House Wolford Arms Master Eridor Palatine, an experienced soldier and commander of Wolfort's forces. He has served Simon alongside Benedict since the Salt Iron War, and continues to do whatever he can as a loyal retainer to House Wolford.
I reckon His Majesty would be beside himself with...
Huh. Ah, cool. Uh-oh. What did I do?
Well, it's more than welcome in my book. The royal family said joy if we could deliver a beating to Esfrost and Hyzant.
Wow, this game is pretty good.
Doubtless so. Very well. I shall inform the prince that he is welcome in our ranks.
Finally, there is the matter of Lord Simon's health.
Indeed. Sadly, the Lord of the House is in no condition to participate in the tourney. Barring some miracle, I anticipate that Lord Serenoa will have to fight in his Lord Father's stead.
Lord Simon. I suppose age takes its toll on even the mightiest of men.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
So be it then. You can leave watching over the young lord and Prince Roland to me.
Good. I remind you that while this is a joyous occasion, All of our attendees have their own reasons for coming. Let us not give them an opportunity to catch us unaware.
Alright, so there's still only one option available. Main story. Lord Simon Simon, head of House Wolford, welcomes Frederica into his home, both as his future daughter-in-law and a symbol of Glenbrook and Acefrost unity.
Father, I bring to you my betrothed, the Lady Frederica.
A pleasure to meet you, my lord. I am Frederica of House Esfrost.
Ho ho! The pleasure is all mine.
Were it not for the efforts of House Wolfort, the Saltiron War would rage on still today. I do not deserve the honor of joining your esteemed family, but I will endeavor to serve you all the same.
There is no need for such formalities, my girl. You are tired from your journey, I am sure. Pray rest easy tonight.
Thank you, my lord. I believe that in any journey, the first step is the most important. Before we go forward together, I should like to know why you chose to welcome one of Rosellan blood, such as I.
Oh, I'd heard you were a strong-willed one.
Pray forgive my insolence. And yet, I am set to marry into a mighty house of a foreign nation. I should like to know what you wish of me, that I might live up to your expectations.
A most reasonable request. Both of you, listen well.
Yes, Father.
Your marriage was agreed upon by Glenbrook and Esfrost, that the ties between our two nations might be strengthened.
To give us more leverage against Hyzant with their monopoly over salt.
Precisely. With Glenbrook and Esfrost consolidating their power, Hyzant was left with little choice but to join the alliance. And yet, while Lady Frederica is indeed the Archduke's sister, at the same time she is the daughter of a Rosellan concubine. And House Wolford, for all our military prowess, is no more than a bannerman of the king. If the aim was to forge the strongest bond we could between our two nations,
It would be far more appropriate for my sister, Lady Erica, to wed the Crown Prince of Glenbrook.
just so, yet neither nation chose that. And do you know why?
So that if relations between our two countries were to take a turn for the worse...
We could be cast away like pawns.
Precisely. Such are the schemes of those who rule nations.
Dang. Oh, man.
I understand now. And yet, no matter how impure the intentions behind this arrangement may be, I will not bring dishonor to the Wolfort name.
Well said, my son. If that is your decision, then...
Oh, Snapple.
Father!
Lord Simone.
I am an old man, and my health is not what it once was. For this reason and more, I have made my decision. As of this day, I abdicate my position as Lord of House Wolfort. You will serve in my stead from tomorrow forth, my son.
But, Father, I am not ready to...
My decision is not made lightly. You have already shown me, with your words and your deeds, that you are more than ready. Think always about what your subjects need from you. Weigh your choices carefully, then take action. Do so, and I have no doubt you will make a great lord. And trust in Benedict. He shall serve you as well as he did me.
Thank you, Father. I will spare no effort that one day I may be as beloved by our people as you.
Lady Frederica, your fate is not a simple one. There are many who would try to use the both of you as pawns in their own schemes. Even so, I hope that you will be there to support my son through it all, as his wife, but also as your own person. This is House Wolfort's entreaty, and the wish of a father.
Of course, my lord. It was my intention from the moment I boarded the ship.
Beg pardon, my lord, but Lord Dragan and Minister Lila have arrived.
Very well. Presiding over tonight's banquet will be my final duty as Lord of the House. Tomorrow's ceremony will mark the beginning of yours, my son. And after that will be your wedding. Rest well tonight, both of you, for busy days lie ahead.
Busy baby making days. That's why he's laughing. A young hawk soars. A young hawk soars. That chapter 1 completed? Let's save our game. A young hawk soars. Oh, I guess that was chapter 1 completed.
Years after the Salt Iron raged across Norzelia, a vein of precious minerals was unearthed in the kingdom of Glenbrook. From east to west, joy swept the land. United at last in common cause, the kingdom of Glenbrook, the Grand Duchy of Esfrost, and the holy state of Hyzant endeavored to wrest this bounty from the earth, with each nation providing expertise and resources.
What was the a young hawk what? Soars. A young hawk soars.
This uneasy alliance between once bitter enemies will herald a new era of tranquility in this long embattled realm. One after another, dignitaries from each nation arrive in Glenbrook to solidify this accord and toast to its success. The first step on the road to peace. Among those who would forge this road is Serenoa Wolffort. Inheriting the title of Lord Wolffort from his father Simon, he must decide what foundation he would lay for this new era.
All right, chapter 2.
Welcome to Castle Wolffort, Minister Lila.
Welcome. Welcome.
Allow me to express my gratitude to the Holy State. Were it not for your nation's generous efforts, this venture would never have come to fruition.
You are too kind, Lord Simon. You too have served an invaluable role in this. Though I must admit, the news of the union between your son and Lady Frederica came as quite the surprise. None in Hyzant considered that a bannerman of Glenbrook would join with the ruling family of Esfrost. I hear that Lady Frederica is the Archduke's half-sister. I must ask, how did this arrangement come to be?
Oh, your curiosity is only natural. This union was promised during the war, an arrangement made with the previous Archduke.
Ah.
Truth be told, I am surprised one as well informed as yourself did not already know.
And this is your son, as I recall.
Serenoa Wolffort, at your service, Minister.
And I am Frederica Esfrost.
My son still has much to learn, but I believe this marriage will herald a bright future for us all. For today, I intend to step down and leave House Wolffort in Serenoa's capable hands.
You're abdicating your position?
I believe so.
Surprising news comes in pairs, I see. Nonetheless, I am happy for you both.
I don't like her voice acting.
I imagine the lords and ladies at tonight's banquet will take great interest in the new Lord Wolffort, as will I.
I really like his.
Go easy on the boy, my lady.
His is top notch.
I hear that young Lord Dragan of Esfrost shall also be in attendance.
Indeed. He has been appointed to oversee operations at the Grand Orzelian mines. I understand his star in Esfrost has seen a meteoric rise.
Good. I would like to hear more of this new explosive substance he means to use to blast the tunnels. As a fellow scholar of sorts, if in a different field, I am always curious to learn how great discoveries are made.
He should have arrived by now. Has anyone seen him?
Dragan's gone to see the city. He was halfway there before the gangplank landed on the docks.
Ah, he is your cousin, yes? I see we share an innate curiosity for new places.
The banquet will begin soon. I shall seek him out and escort him there.
Very good. Though I will host tonight's festivities, I want you to act as if you're already Lord of the House. Our guests are the most esteemed personages of their respective nations. Take care not to cause offense.
Of course, Father.
I will do my best. Lord Dragan could be anywhere. I suppose this is as good as an opportunity as any to speak with the common folk. The flow of the game comprises multiple phases. In addition to story scenes and battles, there will also be an exploration phase. In this phase, you may move around freely about the areas to gather information from the people around you, obtain items, review mechanisms, and terrain features that may serve you in battle, and more. You have directions, and to end the story and continue with the story, press the start button. I've been tasked with attending you at the ceremony tomorrow, my lord. May it be a joyous occasion for all? I'm eager to hear your speech, and even more eager to see you triumph at the tourney. See what's in here. I heard tell Prince Roland is shirking his duties at the castle once again. Thank heavens that the shiftless child isn't in line for the crown. He's not a fan of Prince Roland. Is this Benedict? Benedict, I see you may have some questions regarding this joint mining venture. Allow me to enlighten you. Combining the expertise and manpower of Nozelia's three nations, this mine will unearth the newly discovered vein of iron. We hope this will prove beneficial for all parties, providing wealth and prosperity in equal measure. It is said Lord Dragon's knowledge of ironworking is peerless. I could think of none more suited to oversee the mine's development. Nice. HP recovery. I thought I saw something glowing over there. Let's talk to this girl. What does she have to say? To see the peace we enjoy now, one would never think that, but 30 years ago our realm was engulfed in the war. Salt Iron War seems not but a far-off nightmare now. Oh, another glowing piece. Let's grab that. We added Marvels of Nozelia Volume 12 to our notes. You will find notes as the game progresses. These notes have no direct effect on the story, but they will help you better understand Nozelia and its history. Added to the history of Glenbrook. Review the notes you've collected at any time by selecting War Chronicles notes from the main menu. No. Greetings, my lord. My friends and I are playing hide and seek. This is the spy. By your request, Benedict and I shall take part of the tourney. May we bring victory to House Wolfort? May we bring victory. I hope so too. Nothing in here. Aw, kitty cat. That's cool. Ooh, something glowing there. We got another recovery pellet. There's been nothing amiss, my lord. Another quiet day. We're playing hide and seek till Dad comes home. I need to find a place to hide, and quick. Take care not to hurt yourself. Your father wouldn't want anything bad to happen. One of my favorite games. Barrels are always my favorite place to hide. It takes a clever mind to hide. Perhaps you can use that cleverness to help your father when you're older. Let's say take care not to hurt yourself. I will. Dad got awful mad when I climbed up the rooftops. Awfully mad. That anger comes from a place of concern. I'm not saying you shouldn't hide, but promise you'll keep your safety in mind. Aye, a promise with my lord is as good as gold. Dad will be glad to hear it. My husband works from dawn till dusk at the port, lifting crates and who knows what else. It's honest work though, and the backbone of our livelihoods besides. It's just like him to gallivant off without nary the word of a farewell. Still, I suppose this is a chance to become acquainted with my future home. How would you describe your town, Sir Noah? To know a town, you must take time to relish her company. That's what Eridor told me. In perhaps more colorful words. It is port at the center of commerce, a town built on taxes, not at the expense of fair trade. Wolfort is nicely safe behind the castle walls. It is a town at peace and sets an example for the rest of the kingdom. And the people are thankful to their lord for that, I'm sure. There are always starts to the peace, however, as you encounter with the bandits proved. Of course, simply ensuring the smallest amount of safety must be a daunting task in itself. You have given me much to consider. And her friend? There is no rest for young loading. All eyes will be upon you in the coming days. Frederica and I shall make every effort to learn the lay of the land so that we may share the weight of your duties. There's something over here sparkling. There we go, another HP recovery pelt. Ooh, more sparkles, 300 gold. Saltmonger. The most esteemed personages from each nation will be attending the ceremony, I hear. A veritable melting pot of politics. Such an opportunity to meet and speak with your peers must not be wasted, my lord. Ooh, more HP recovery. I like it, I like it. Gotta come in handy in battle. Evidor. I still can't believe Travis and his feral spawn attacked your dear bride to be like that. I'm just glad we got there before any harm could be done, my lord. A lot of folk have come to the town for the ceremony. I even saw a man earlier wandering about in wide-eyed wonder. I can scarcely remember the last time Glenbrook was a host to such a marvelous tourney. Who among the nations will win glory? Which will be known as the fiercest in all Norzelia? I mean to be there when history is made. This town is prosperous, and its people have faith in their lord, an impressive achievement by many experience. You are too kind, Lord Dragon. Ah, my apologies, but you are? The apologies should be mine. I'm Serenoa of Wolfort. I've come to remind you to return to the castle before the banquet begins. Certain parties were quite insistent. Of course, I appreciate the consideration. I would like to explore this town a while longer, but rest assured I shall be punctual at my arrival. Wolfort Merchant. Ah, I'm most ready for the wedding ceremony. What gift would best suit the union of you and Lady Frederica? An impossible choice. Perhaps an audience with the Lord Simon will spark inspiration. Is that everything? Okay, I think I did everything I could do here. The banquet will begin soon. Lord Dragon and I best not arrive late.
I thank you for your hospitality today, Lord Serenoa.
Think nothing of it. Did you enjoy the city, Lord Dragan?
Quite. Its people are full of life and love for their lord. That says all I need to know about House Wolfort.
You honor us with your words.
I am only being frank. Frederica is the sister of the Archduke, after all, and my cousin besides. I would not see her marry into an unworthy house. Suffice to say, my expectations were exceeded.
I have heard much of your ingenious contributions to the mining efforts. I sense prosperous days are ahead of us.
As do I. Finally, our nations enter into an age unfettered by war. With Esfrost's iron, Hyzam's salt, and Glenbrook's mediation, there is no limit to what we can achieve. We must regard each other as equals and forge mutually beneficial relationships.
I sense skepticism in your words, Lord Dragan. Do you mean to imply our relations are not already mutually beneficial?
Ooh.
I need not imply anything. The salt tax you claim makes my case more than clear.
Bold words from one so young. Is that how peers speak to one another?
Uh-oh. I sense some hostility over
Perhaps
here.
the young ones, yes. What do you think, Lord Serenoa?
Dissatisfaction with the salt tax was one cause of the war, was it not?
Salt is a divine boon, a gift from the goddess to her true believers. This is the foundation of the teachings that guide us in Hyzant.
I love that all these people have character bios. One of the saintly seven, she is a woman of superior intellect who is appointed overseers of the mystery of medicine.
By allying with Esfrost, do you mean to gainsay our most fundamental beliefs?
Of course not, Minister. We understand that the source is Norzelia's sole supply of salt. And we would not deny that it is the Holy State's right to harvest and tax it as you see fit.
Thank you for acknowledging that. Though it strikes me that your words are measured.
You needn't be so non-committal, Lord Serenoa. It is only reasonable that the three of us have differing opinions on the matter. However, that is all the more reason for us to be open to frank discussion.
Honored guests, pray forgive my son. We of House Wolfort are but simple warriors. I'm afraid matters of finance and politics do not come to us naturally. This, however, I can say. We will fight injustice and tyranny wheresoever it may be. Of course, we do not enjoy conflict. Still, we will not hesitate to defend our land and our people should the need arise. No matter how mighty the threat, we will fight for home and kingdom.
Well put. Here.
Yes, Lord Simone. Of that we are keenly aware.
I like Lord Simone. I don't like Lila.
I apologize if I spoke out of turn.
I don't like Lila. I don't trust her.
But the fact remains that as every winter passes, the tension between our nations grows, and salt is the cause. The common folk have all but forgotten its taste. I simply want to ease their suffering.
The ministry I oversee is committed to the preservation of life. I personally believe that salt should not be a luxury reserved for the privileged few. All those who live require it, not just those lucky enough to be born within the borders of our holy state.
Okay.
You agree with me then?
Okay, I started to like her a little bit better.
How I feel matters little. In Hyzant, the word of the goddess, as conveyed to us from the lips of the Hierophant, is absolute. But perhaps this joint mining venture of yours may lead to the change you seek.
Be the change you wish to see in the world.
We must set our gazes to the future. All of us. I expect you will be the ones to usher us into a new era.
Yes, Father.
Side story: the children of the crown speak to their father, King Regna.
Father spoke not a single word to me today. Before long, I fear I might forget the sound of...
Please, sister, you weep and wail like a common girl. Show some composure. Father has a kingdom to rule, a kingdom engaged in a historic endeavor. He has more important duties than to pamper a spoiled child.
Yes, of course, brother.
You speak as if Father's duties include anything more than licking the boots of these dignitaries. It is inconceivable he cannot spare the time to break bread with his daughter.
You speak out of insolence and ignorance, Roland.
I speak only the truth. He leaves all the cumbersome tasks to the Wolforts and Minister Patriot.
A king's word is to be obeyed.
And what of his subjects? Do they exist simply to bring him glory? To take the blame for his failures?
They are to serve as he sees fit.
The hell they are.
Believe as you wish. Speaking of his subjects, it appears lordship of House Wolfort will be passed down to young Serenoa.
What?
How fortunate for you to have a friend in the new lord. Best not take loyalty for granted, however. House Wolfort is obedient enough for now, but that can change as quickly as the wind. Use them well when you can, but be ready to bring down your fist if they dare to rise above their station.
Don't speak of them like lapdogs. They're not servants, they're my friends.
Do you really think to lead with such a soft heart? You are not fit to wear the royal signet.
Oh, stop this fighting at once. You frighten me.
Enough of this.
Where are you going, brother?
To train with Sir Maxwell. I would clear my head. There is a tourney on the morrow, after all.
All right, Roland has our back.
Brother...
I yield.
Your spear wavers, my prince. Something weighs on your mind.
You've always been able to see through me.
It's no great feat. Your heart lies ever on your sleeve.
Do I hear disapproval in your voice?
Not exactly, my prince. It can be a weakness, yes, but it can also be your strength. After all, sometimes a direct strike is most effective at piercing a formidable defense.
I will take those words to heart, Sir Maxwell. Thank you for today.
Sir Maxwell. I
The
remember
pleasure
him.
was mine. I expect a good fight from you tomorrow. In the
From the
final
other demo.
match, no doubt.
I take the field with House Wolfort. Together, I have no doubt we can emerge triumphant.
Ah, that would explain your improvement. Young Serenoa is a worthy training partner. Even so, I have no doubt you've held your own against him. Tomorrow you shall show the realm what I already know. That you are a warrior worthy of your family's legacy.
Sir Maxwell, Sometimes I wish I wasn't a prince. Sometimes I wish I'd been born your son instead.
Surely you jest, Your Highness. Your father is a great king, and an even greater man. It is an honor to serve him as I do.
Apologies. I forget myself. I must have taken quite a blow. Anyhow, I suppose I should rest till the morrow. Be well, Sir Maxwell.
It cannot be easy being the youngest prince. To have others expect nothing from you, yet still shake their heads in disapproval. But you can rise above this, my prince. Seize your chance and lay everyone's doubts to rest once and for all.
Man, I'm liking these little side stories. I like that they're voice acted, that's for sure. I would not bother if I had to read all that. Zoom out. Can we save? We can. Let's go ahead and save. To Arms, Brave Warriors. Chapter 2. To Arms, Brave Warriors. Oh, we got some new notes. Let's go ahead and read these notes. Up the Norzelia River and past a handful of craggy mountains lies the Esfradi capital. Despite the blizzards off-swirling about it, the city itself is ordinarily and well maintained, and by the people who dwell there, spirited and undaunted. By working together, they have managed to thrive in one of the most inhospitable places in the realm. It is this fortitude that has allowed Aesfrost to grow into a nation to be reckoned with. Aesfrost Ironstone was carved out of a rocky mountainside, which is unusual but fitting for a land with countless iron mines within its borders. It functions as both a castle and an iron factory. Skilled artisans in the Grand Duchy are brought to the castle, where they mass-produce ironworks and engage in technological research. Thanks to the enormous forge, as large and as hot as the mouth of a volcano within the castle, they were able to create huge quantities of ironware and weapons on a daily basis for Aesfrost's pride and joy, the Black Irons. Upon the castle's ramparts is arguably the crowning achievement of Aesfrosti ironworking, a gigantic bell larger than the largest dragon. I cannot even begin to fathom how they managed to create such a beast. Each day, the bell tolls the time for the people of the capital. It is so loud it can be heard all throughout the mountain, and has even been known to trigger avalanches on distant slopes. I like that. Marvels of Norzelia, Volume 12. There is no sight in the realm as impressive as the Hyzanthian capital. After braving the vast desert, the first thing a visitor to this great city sees is a wall so huge it does not look like it could have been made by human hands. Goddess Shield. Pass through the gate and you will emerge into the thriving metropolis of believers. Just beyond the streets lies the huge, calm waters of the source. Unbelievable as it may seem, the city and the wall encircle the entirety of the Great Lake, where all of Norzelia's salt originates. In the center of the lake towers a mountain-like statue of the goddess, an enduring symbol of the holy state's faith. Indeed, after beholding now how Hyzant can not only survive in the middle of an inhospitable desert, thrive, even as an unbeliever such as myself started to think that statue might actually be the goddess incarnate. In the palace in the city center lives the Hierophant, who they say hears the voice of the goddess of salt herself. I imagine such a voice would be just as majestic and calm as the city she watches over. Cool.
Now that's what I call a feast. You've landed quite the catch, Frederica. He is a good man.
I can see it in his eyes.
Lord Dragan.
I got a little trigger happy there and I pushed the button too
And
soon.
humble as well. Are you impressed as I, Frederica?
I can tell that your heart is pure and gentle, my lord.
Lady Frederica.
Forgive me if I caused offense. I thought only to return your sincerity in kind.
No apologies are needed. I am happy to meet your approval.
I am happy.
Thank you, my lord.
Words come so easily to the both of you. A perfect match.
Forgive my curiosity. What sort of life did Lady Frederica lead in Esfrost?
Her life? Truth be told, my dear Serenoa, not a pleasant one. Those of Rosellan blood are looked down upon in Esfrost, even if they are the daughter of the Archduke's concubine. Gustadolf's full siblings are the worst of the lot. They have not a shred of human compassion between them. They cruelly bully the girl endlessly, regardless of time or place.
Is this...
True? Of course it is. I know Frederica's suffering all too well.
But you let it happen.
My own father lived ever in the shadow of his elder brother, the former Archduke. Our house, too, is met with sneers by those who consider themselves our betters. But no more! I shall show all those simpering fops that it is not birth that makes greatness, but deeds. And so I did my due research at the archives, that my grand invention shall blast our way forward.
Dragan, please. I believe you've had enough to drink.
You can hardly blame me for availing myself of Glenbrook's finest libations, brought by traders from the realm over. Each cask more exotic than the last. Why, to not partake would be an affront to our newfound allies.
Just make sure your head is clear for tomorrow. Or have you forgotten you're meant to be representing your nation?
Yes, a ceremony to usher in a new age of harmony and prosperity. I am too young to have known the war, so I see our three nations joining hands more as a matter of expedience. But what of you, my kin-to-be? How do you see our grand cooperative venture?
It is the first step towards true harmony among our three nations. I welcome it. It will benefit all nations involved. I see nothing wrong with that. It is impossible to understand each nation's motivations. I can't say whether this bodes well. We'll go with the first one. Let's be optimistic.
It is the first step towards true harmony among our three nations. I welcome it.
I see. I admire your optimism, even if I cannot say I share it.
I know that old grudges die hard. Still, I choose to believe we can overcome our differences.
Truly, a kind-hearted soul you are. And people are ever eager to follow a kind heart over a wicked one. Yes, I suspect it shall be your strength going forward. In any event, it is always good to have another perspective on matters. Let me tell you what I believe. I believe we're on the cusp of a great achievement. As always, it is the young who must bear the burden of building the future. Old shoulders are frail, old minds stubborn.
Whatever lies in our future, those who make it will mark their names in history. And mine will be written large for all to see! And I would write yours next to it, my dear cousin. Pray, come visit me at the mines once operations are underway, and I shall...
Dragan, are you quite all right?
Worry not, Frederica. I'm just a bit tipsy. Perhaps
I
I
got
should
the spins.
just lie.
Boy got knocked out.
It would seem Lord Dragan has turned in for the night.
Quite the passionate fellow, isn't he?
He's never been one to hide his ambition, ever since we were little. Neither does he hide his disapproval of my brother and trueborn siblings.
Feelings which you share?
I grant it would be satisfying to see the sneers of those who look down on me wiped from their faces. But I also agree with Lord Simone that we must set our gazes to the future. Though I know not yet how I might best serve in this new age, I would do what I can.
We are of the same mind in that regard, my lady. Let us ease the weight of each other's burdens.
Please, call me Frederica. We are to be husband and wife after all.
Of course, my... Frederica. Pray call me Serenoa as well.
Aw, young love is so cute.
We should carry your cousin to his chambers. Will you help me, Frederica?
Certainly, Serenoa. Let us take care not to wake him, lest he resume his prattle.
Heard that.
Benedict. I thought I might find you here.
My lord.
Did you tell her that Serenoa would soon be taking over as lord of our house?
Forgive me, my lord. I did not think to...
Save your apologies, Benedict. Doubtless she was overjoyed to hear it from you. Destra always did trust you above all her advisors. As do I. For 30 years you have served my house better than I ever could have asked for.
You honor me, my lord.
My lord? I suspect this will be the last night I will hear those.
Oh no.
My lord, I will call for a healer at once.
Yeah, we got a healer. The girl is
Do
in
not
our
bother,
party.
Benedict. It will avail me not.
We got we'll use the Phoenix down.
You know as well as I how my heart now fails me.
Too much red meat.
My lord.
And
so
alcohol.
I entrust Serenoa to you. For our house, pray heed this old man's final order.
Man, this music.
Certainly. I will live to serve your son until I breathe my last.
Did you hear that, Destra? Our boy is in good hands. My old dear friend, long have we stood together.
I will not let you down, my lord.
Simon gathers the members of House Wilford to announce his abduction. Alright, I think we're gonna call it there for now. We got a little bit into the story. Let's go ahead and save. To Arms, Brave Warriors, Chapter 2. Thank you so much. As always, it's on our pleasure to be able to share this time together. We're gonna get through it some more. We just wanted to try to do it in 1 hour increments as best as I can. So until we meet again, stay safe and stay humble.